Three, two, one. Welcome to another show hosted by your boy Donna Kista. My guest today is Gugu. She's on her own personal journey that we'll discuss just now. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, feeling great. Thank you for having me.
That's good. No, it's a pleasure. So, how far back does it date, like your own spiritual journey?
My own experience.
Yeah.
From as little as 11 years old.
Really?
Yeah, that's how far back it goes.
Damn.
Back in primary.
So
Yeah.
why all this time was it elongated, like to not?
Okay. I think a lot of us grew up in Christian homes.
Yeah.
We grew up with parents that thought they could pray it away.
Pray away your
Used
gift.
the whole anointing oil, had people pray for
You
me,
lie.
had my mom pray for me. No, this is a demon, it's gonna go away. Back to the sender, fire, the whole gist. Even went to like a psychiatric
You
clinic.
lie.
Yeah, back in 2016 because it was that bad.
No ways.
Yep. Yeah.
But all that money could have been spent on actually
On actual training and actual, But yeah, this is how we learn. I swear to God, everyone that is on this journey has some way got to a point where they actually got admitted into a psychiatric ward because everyone thought they were crazy, or they thought they were depressed, or they had a multiple personality disorder, or they had bipolar. But to show Ubuti it was Idlozi all along, I have never ever gotten like a proper diagnosis as to what was wrong with me, because
the doctors always just
the doctors, the psychologists, even the psychiatrist couldn't find out what was wrong with
therapy,
me.
psychiatrist,
Like
psychologist,
I got it all.
So first point, how, like, when you first knew how to discern like your own thoughts and all that, like, as a kid, like, everything is almost a bliss, like it's just vibes.
Yeah.
But like as you grew up, how did you first know that you have received a calling to become a traditional healer, or in our language, sangam?
Yeah. With regards to discerning between my own thoughts and voices, or rather messages that were, coming through, it wasn't until maybe 3 months ago when I could really, really tell the difference. Because when you don't have a trainer, people that have abogobela have them because they are able to help them discern between the two. And they are given certain herbs that act as catalysts, to activate the spirits within them a lot quicker. So with me, it got to a point where at first I just thought, no, it's my thoughts. And then the thoughts would manifest. No, it's just, this is not a vision.
Really?
Yeah, that's how my visions always came. I expected visions to be like a proper visual, where I would see something in the naked eye. All along, it was just quote unquote intuition. And it wasn't until literally 3 months ago when I was like, okay, no, I've been getting visions about people all along and I had no idea.
So, and this is my calling.
And this is it. We're here now.
Don't people that always wonder, like, if you see visions
all the time, and it's annoying.
That's an interesting thing. I also want to be like, bro,
all the time. It happens all the
your
time. Like, you could be out having a drink, minding your own business, just getting turned, and someone will come and be like, yo, show me. Like, ubonani? That's never go. Like, what? Can't I just have a drink and live my life? Because with this gift, people can't tell the difference between Unoma Gugu and the spirit that is within me anymore, because they expect me to always be on guard. And I'm human. I have human experiences like everyone else. I don't always know things. Or even though the messages do come through, I'm probably not as discerning or alert. So I'm still learning my way around that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like, from when did you first learn about the concept of ancestors?
Ironically, from a very young age, from as little as 11, because my uncle went to Pehlweni, but for some reason, azangaqede, and he came back home. But he's always been deeply rooted in spirituality, you know. And then there was my mom that thought, no, man, we can pray it away. Yeah, Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, or whatever, you know. So having him around really helped me, you know, to at least keep my head above the water a bit, because he was very ngatin. He would help me navigate certain things, you know, that I probably wouldn't have grasped on my own. You know
so how do you feel about ancestors in general? Like,
how do I feel about ancestors in general? I don't want to be biased because, you know, I'm experiencing this thing on a daily basis, but I think the journey is amazing, man.
Really?
It's amazing, and you go through a process where you completely unbecome, you unlearn, you die, and then you're born again. You find yourself questioning the world, you know, as it is. You question yourself, you question the values that were passed down on you. You're like exposed to a different world. Like ancestors have helped me, question the matrix a bit, you know. You get to see through the veil, and the more it gets lifted, it's bliss, but it's painful, because now, knowing certain truths is very uncomfortable. There are things that I wish I didn't know that I know now, you know, that I probably wouldn't have known had my ancestors not revealed, you know, things for what they are. But it's been bliss. It's painful though. It's not, it's not as pretty as it looks, as these social media sangomas make it look. It's nothing close to that.
But no pain, no gain.
Yeah, no. There's a lot of pain with it, but there's a lot of
telling me about thingy, like, but see, there's this other Ngobela that actually teaches online.
What?
Yeah.
You're joking.
No, like seriously, you can no, what happens is you text her, I've got my own calling, whatever.
Yeah.
Then you talk. I'm sure there's some form of charges that she also does. And then I'm sure you meet, and then over the phone, with that distance apart, you tell her your dream, and because that's how it works.
Yeah.
You tell her your dream, and then she teaches you what you dreamt about. You tell her your dream, she teaches you. She posts the herbs and all that you need to your house, and then you learn from home. And people actually graduate. Like there's people that have actually finished learning, and they all fine. Like they no longer disturbed by spirits.
Are you serious?
Because her argument was, if your spirit can call you from home, why does it need you to go out and be harassed by another lady in another house, and you struggle in ini? So you do the same things that you would do in the house, but at home. So Zolala pants at home. You will eat what you're supposed to eat at home. You will learn what you're supposed to learn.
Sure.
So maybe that helps.
With regards to that, here's what I know, right? With the little, like the 0.0005% of this world that I know of. Ukobela awuzikhetheli.
Yeah.
Hence why you find so many initiates being harassed, because they go to all these people with desperation, wanting help right now, thinking mangizotwasa manje, inkinga zami zizolunga manje, and it doesn't work that way, you know, because nalabo gobela laba, they can smell desperation, and they'll tell you what you want to hear. They'll tell you, hey, mongatwasi, hey, your kids, they're gonna die, hey, you're gonna lose money, you're gonna lose. Okay, I've lost that, I've had that, I've experienced that.
Yeah, it's tough.
But I don't know, man. Maybe this is just spirituality evolving.
Yeah,
you know,
I
think it's evolving. It's God's plan, maybe.
Because a lot of people have been through the most.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Like my mom's own path also.
Yeah.
Like for me personally, because I'm a little bit more older than my brother, so I've been able to see what's
certain
happening.
Things that happened to her.
Like at some point,
Sure.
Like, I remember I had a headache for days, like a piercing headache. What is it called? There's another name for when it's been there for days. Like, it's heavy, and then we went to doctors, went to the hospital,
and you couldn't get help.
I had a lumbar puncture. They trying to find out what's wrong, and no, like, nobody could understand, and I was just vomiting one way, vomit, and then we went to Pretoria.
I mean, that's when
this
the
other
truth came out.
This other ngoma is like,
hey,
and then I'm like, yeah, and then the guy is like, like, this child is supposed to be in jail. I'm like, what do you mean?
But why?
Like,
why?
Like, there's so many things. Like, also my grade 12 finals, they pulled up on my mom. They were like, if you don't start, we will strike Dumisha because you're not listening. We've given you a gift,
and we've given you time.
We've given you a lot of time and all that. But the thing about ancestors is like, what I do appreciate about ancestors is that they bless you with so much initially. Yeah. Like, initially they're like, here is, you don't say you don't have what you need, because we gave you, like, everything. You had everything that you needed.
That's true.
To start.
That's true.
And then you undermined us. And now it's time for us to make you see what we're capable of and what we want you to do. Because I feel like it's the same chat with God, when God is like, it's not God, but like, I saw this quote today that I saw, actually, ironically. It was like, the devil, I feel like it's not the devil, I feel like it's just evil, allows people to go through a nice time on earth so that they don't have to turn to God. Because have you seen, when you struggle, that's when you're like, oh,
yeah, that's true.
So
that
same
so
way
true.
same way ancestors will put you through hardship to make you turn to them. They like, you need
to come back to source. That is true. Because with my personal experience, right, ironically, my life is such an irony, hey? I am a descendant of a lot of healers, even though some of them, like, both my parents were gifted different, but equally my grandparents, my great-grandparents, their parents, you know.
And ancestors get angry as
they get angry. So unfortunately, I had to be that descendant in the family that they had to show their wrath through. Because I remember from like grade 1 up until grade 10, I was like a proper A student. Proper, effortlessly. You know, one of those kids that didn't need to study but got 80s. Yeah. And then when I got to grade 11, that's when my world just fell apart. I was very suicidal, attempted a few times, but never succeeded because it was always my grandmother and my uncle that would have visions prior about me being in danger. Yeah. To show them that something is wrong. And then I remember the one time they actually took me to go see another healer. And she was basically like, so she's going to make this child act out, you know, in ways that will be incomprehensible, you know, to the human mind. You know, when you're in high school, people think you're adolescent, pretty stagey, have a fan, you know, you are literally in turmoil in your head and you don't even know what's going on because you can't even tell them, this is what's going on in my head. You go crazy a bit. And personally, Ilozi has because their argument was, we gave you a job, you had a nice job, and not once did you think it came from us, you know, not once did you think, hey, it's let me have a Thanksgiving, you know what I mean? And 8 months before I lost my job, I remember just randomly meeting someone in a taxi, and she told me that you're going to lose your job very soon. And I was like, what? Why? She was like, no, because sebakwatile manje and they want to work and none of you guys are paying attention to these people. It's like, you're basically saying they're invalids. And I thought, what? Girl, please. And it happened. And how it happened is that 2 months before I lost my job, they told me, Guti, so start saving up, start preparing. And that's what happened, you know. But now, I think my life is more peaceful because I grew up in a very materialistic world. I wasn't rich, but I had everything I wanted and need. I had access to everything, you know. No, man, life really wasn't hard for me. So now I think I'm learning to appreciate life more. Yeah, I practice a lot of gratitude now for little things,
Easy.
and you know
it's
what they do, ne?
But
Yes, but you're never like anything. You never go to bed hungry. You always have clothes on your body.
Facts.
You literally have everything that you need.
That's true.
But they won't give you the money because they want you to finish lento abafuna uyenze. You know what I mean?
And it's like, I feel like that also takes out this hustle out of you.
Yeah.
Like, what am I doing now?
Yeah, because I've tried everything.
Yeah.
I've tried starting a business. I've tried starting projects with people that were like potential investors. And every time, you know, when it was now things need to get going.
Yeah.
Literally everything would just stop.
Because they need you to focus.
You apply for jobs, you get people like COOs of a company like, no man, I'm gonna send this straight to HR. You need to come for an interview. You go for an interview, you ace it, and then they tell you we're gonna call you within 2 weeks so that you can, you know, come sign your contract, and none of it happens. None of that happens. It just goes quiet. These people just disappear on you. Why? You know, because it's easy for one to think, hey, why you think as a man? But they're like, nope.
Easy.
Until you do what we want you to do, you're not going to work a 9 to 5 like everyone else. Yeah. It's gotten that deep for me that I've made peace that until further notice, until this will be what I do. Yeah, this will be the situation up until I complete my training.
But do you have a plan?
I do have a plan. Oh, yes. I do have a plan. As soon as I get the certificate, because looking back on the careers that I've wanted to venture into as a child, they are all merged within this gift.
Really?
Yeah.
How are they merged with your gift?
At some point in my life, I wanted to be a forensic pathologist. And then at another point, I wanted to be a psychologist.
Oh.
And then at another point, I wanted to be a pediatrician. And the more this gift of mine unfolds, it's like, okay, I've always wanted to work with dead bodies. Now I get to talk to dead people.
Yeah.
You know, I've always wanted to help people, you know, with their psyche and, you know, just help them mentally. And with this gift, I've had people come to me just to talk. And the advice that I give them, surprisingly, it works. I don't know where the knowledge comes from. I don't know. They just flow out, you know. And with children, I wanted to work with children. And with this gift, there is a spirit called the Amanona spirit, right? Where when one is gifted with the spirit, you get to help little kids.
That's
so
beautiful,
all of this is merged into this one gift, right? And I have a plan that I want to get a doctorate in ethnomedicinal practice, where you would like have like a proper doctorate.
I feel like it should be part of like educational loans.
It should be because there's so many people that really want to pursue this journey, but they don't have the funds to.
Yeah.
However, miracles happen. You know, when it's time and you don't have a dime to your name, these people make a way for you to get money. I know people that went to Pihlweni without a single cent to their name. They're well off now. Their practice is going well. They have prominent jobs. They're living fulfilled lives.
Yeah,
like everything is really, really going well for them.
like it's also God's time.
God's timing also is very important.
Even in the Bible, you're taught to appreciate ancestors, and that's what confuses me with deep Christians. Because I even tweeted this. I don't think I should say
People
this,
have a misconstrued idea of spirituality. They think we don't believe in God. And funny enough, everything that a healer azoyenza before aqala uyathandaza, because we know we all come from somewhere.
Exactly.
We all need to give thanks to source or the universe or the custodians of whatever. You know, we have healers that bahlahluba abantu using astrology. Yeah, we have healers that use tarot cards. Yes, ancient ancestors knew the stars better than white people right now. You know, so it all goes back to God, because they're just messengers of God. That's what people don't understand. Butangithi nasebukhosini in rural villages, you will never get to speak to the king or the chief directly. There has to be a messenger. So that's what they do. They intercede. They intercede on our behalf to God, and that's what people don't understand. But because of colonialism and having so much of our history whitewashed and demonized, they think otherwise. But I have hope that one day, the truth will come to light.
What I don't get now, there's this series now, The Boys.
Yeah.
It's basically superheroes, and this one episode it's about like this other event of Christians.
Yeah.
And then they bring the superheroes because they're famous. So I'm like, if you're able to accept these type of supernatural powers,
exactly, like where do they think those concepts come from?
And shooting laser beams out your eyes and blinding people or being invisible. But as soon as I can tell you what's going to happen in a few months, all of a sudden it's demonic.
It's demonic. Where do they think the concept of these... You know what the powerful thing about the media is, right? Is that they expose truths about the supernatural world in a way that seems fictitious.
Yeah.
Right? You'll have... In Hollywood, for example, where they'll have these themes and all these celebrities will come out looking like Lucifer. Yeah. Or rather, this animated image that we have of Lucifer. And people think, oh no, man, it's just dress up. But there's so many subliminals that are communicated to the masses that they aren't able to read between the lines. You know what I mean? For example, you get like those staunch Christian people. They're like, yeah, we have Papa at church and he delivered a prophecy. And because Papa, it's a man of God, it's valid, But when it's me, it's like, guy, when you have demons, why?
It's demons all of a sudden.
I mean, we're all made in his image, right? So come on, this gift does come from somewhere. And apply no, where does this come from? From source. Because even in the Bible, God did have prophets that delivered the word of God to the masses. It's just that unfortunately some people will use this gift for the opposites. But then that's life. It's duality. There's good and bad. There's light and there's dark. It's polarity.
Yeah,
but it's people that are gifted. Yeah. It's people that are gifted that just choose to use the gift.
Yeah, it's the ancestors.
That's why it's important to go to when you take on this journey, before you do anything, you need to get cleansed. So that yes. But here's the thing, right? And I don't even know if I should reveal this, but it's not the hectic stuff. Is that ebunyangeni we are taught to tagata.
Yeah.
Because there are certain battles that ukuthi ngizvikele ngokuthakathi. You know what I mean? Because there's a saying in isiZulu ukuthi iva likhishwa ngeva. You know what I mean? So, in order for me to heal lo muntu abamshaye ngomuthi ongcolile, mele ngimlaphe with the very same thing.
My mother's in Gobera and she told me the same story.
Yeah.
She was like, she came back home once, with this lady that she works with, and she's a sangoma, the other lady, and then her husband caught that lady trying to do something, and then the coco was like, "Oh, it's okay, Miguel, you'll see." The coco takes the powder. What? I don't know what that lady wanted to do, but took the powder, then she put it in a jar in white vala in. What? And then the lady couldn't walk.
What?
She couldn't go to the job anymore. Then when the lady was fine, she was like, "Yeah, when velung takatile in."
But how? But honestly, because that's exactly what I mean. With the very same thing about because if it wasn't ugogo, it had to be this lady. It's a do or die. No. uNkulunkulu ya understand ngiyazidefenda la. Angifani nomuntu engivele ngikusukele ungangenzanga next. Ngiyazivikela. Hayi ngeke mfethu. I don't promote ubuthakathi, but if I'm defending myself and my family, kumele kukhale bani?
I don't even think it's ubuthakathi.
Yeah, because it's
traditional protection.
It's protection. It really is protection. It's like if a robber comes into your home with a gun and you've got a 9mm pistol sitting there in this, your family, you need to defend. You really need to defend.
Not like Oscar though. Oscar just shot.
No, he was just dazzling. Point blank, But ezinye izinto izangoma are taught ubuthakathi for such instances ukuthi umuntu makafika azoshaya izulu kwakho.
Dala what you must.
Yeah, dala what you must. Yeah. Someone needs to take the fall between you two,
Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you feel obligated to the underground gang? To the ancestors, to the girls?
Sure. As much as we like to convince ourselves that we aren't obligated to them, but in some way or form, we actually are. Yeah. Because your life no longer becomes your own, right? We try to negotiate. Can I just live?
Yeah.
Can I go
to the north?
Come on, can I just live like other kids? You know what I mean? But in some way or form, I actually feel Luguti, I am obligated to them because everything that I do now, I have to pray about it first and whether it's going to a party or it's visiting someone or even as deep as consulting a healer. Yeah. I can never go there because I'll get there and because bayazifihla. I didn't ask for permission. Like ufuna si reveal imfihlo zethu utshele bani ukuthi uyalapha. You know what I mean? So there is a certain obligation to these people with regards to my life right now, that everything about my life now, or most part of it, is centered around my gift and around appeasing them and ensuring ukuthi we are able to coexist in peace. Because yes, it's my body. I've tried to be stubborn. And
doesn't work.
And I had to resist, and just surrender. It's okay. I surrender. Can I just make money?
Yeah, I was
and be happy? I don't want
argument.
to suffer.
I was at school, right? And then, I was with a group of friends or schoolmates, and they were like, ancestors are a problem, dog. Like why are you dead? Then now you want me to handle your issues.
Dog, they are a problem. Like, why am I solving?
I was like,
fair point. 5 generations ago.
I get your point, but you must understand that ancestors didn't have it like we do.
True.
Like, they went through their own struggles.
True.
And they are able to now bless you the way they can, so that they can get their hopes and dreams done.
Exactly.
So when you're blessed with maybe a mathematics mind. You'll be amazing with numbers and you'll be an actuarial scientist or doctor. It's because they had hopes of you being able to of
themselves
them being able to
do so.
and
that's true.
And
no, that's very true.
So when you get the gift now and think it's just God and you, it's not. It's even a lie.
We have to pay off generational debts at some point, you know. Because I know with me, like recently, where one of my great-grandfathers was like, we were not illiterate. You know, he literally said that we were not illiterate. So you need to make sure that you follow through with this plan of yours. You know what I mean? So some of these people come through us to fix the mistakes that they made, or to follow through with certain things that they didn't get the opportunity to completely, you know, follow through with. Like one of my guides was like a proper academic, and he was poisoned before he could even graduate.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, so now there's an obligation through me, Guti, you better make sure that you better raise the banner for us. You better take one for the team. I am going to do everything in my might and power to ensure that you are an academic and you're prominent and you're well off, you know. Sometimes it feels that it's not fair because I'm like, I wasn't there, bruh. Now I'm why must I sort out things that have nothing to do with me? But if you actually think about it, everything with our lineage is like, it has a ripple effect on you know, from one generation to another. And the one thing that actually made me make peace with all of this is that I'm not just doing this for myself, but it's for those that come before me and for those that are yet to come, so that they don't have to go through the same struggles. I feel like our descendants need to have struggles. Okay, I'm broke. I've got 3 million.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They need to have a different type of struggle, and someone has to take the fall in the lineage.
That reminds, like, I've got 2 points. There's one, it's almost like if you would be okay with becoming the next queen or king in your family, you should be okay with taking such,
to whom much is given, much is
problems or challenges from ancestors. True. You're the boss right now. Yeah. In a sense. And 2, there's I love quotes. I love TikTok videos. Powerful. All they're so nice. This one dude, he was like, I used to walk to work, right? And then my child took a bus to work, right? And then the next child went in a regular car. And then the next child took a Ferrari to work. The child after that will walk to work again. True. Because
the cycle has been completed.
That struggle or adversity creates powerful people. True. Because that's why I love seeing billionaires like Jay-Z or Oprah or
people that come from
I'm not
nothing.
sure about Patrice.
Yeah.
Patrice, if you hear this though, I love your work.
Shout out to
I'm an
you,
eco
man.
student, so I can help you in some way or form.
Yeah.
But like those type of billionaires like your Jay-Z, Oprah, Tyler Perry, they've been through a hard struggle. Like,
they know life.
They
know what it's like to not have anything.
Anything.
That's why they are able to even sustain the wealth that they have now, because they know that should I mess this up,
it's raps.
Like, it's done.
That's why I'm so cool with being from the hood, dog. Like,
it's
like,
nice.
I've got so many ideas.
Humble beginnings,
As soon as I have the ability to execute
what you want to do,
And I told my mom, I was like, once I'm gone, like, when
there's
I'm here,
no coming
visiting.
back. Yeah, that's true. I was saying that to my family just last week. I was like, Buffett, as soon as I'm done with what I'm doing here, I'm dipping. I need to leave this place because it's toxic as well here in the hood. The hood was not designed for us black people to prosper, and it's a miracle when you see someone, you know, one of your own make it and leave the hood. Because even with the people here, it's like crabs in a barrel. No one wants to see the other leave. no one wants to see the other one make it. That's why my defense mechanism right now, it's hilarious, but it's working for me. To look like I don't have my shit together. Because once they see, people's grandmothers want to work overnight now. Now they want to go spend hundreds and hundreds, getting umuti just to make sure that you don't follow through with your studies. Why?
So crazy, dude. Like,
it's crazy.
It's crazy how, cause I always have this conflict of should I show them what I've been blessed with? Because I always, in my prayer, I'm always like, God, please flex through me.
Yeah.
Like, please show
up and show off through me.
Of. Like, be like, dog, here's what I'm capable of.
Yeah, this is what I'm doing.
Like, this is what I can do. Like, I'm going to make you worth $7 billion.
True.
Like, because that's going to be my net worth.
Okay.
So I'm going to make you one of the wealthiest people from your tribe. Like, but be not there, but like that's where you're from. That's I'm going to die in Limpopo, but like you're going to be well off. But at the same time, like, should I tell them that I'm in Cape Town for 1, 2, 3? Should I tell them I've got ideas like 1, 2, 3? Because I'm like, but so I'm like, nah, you know what? Another quote that I liked was like, don't show them the process, show them the results. Yeah. So I was like,
don't give them the breakdown of the process, because they are going to go, out of their way to ensure that the results don't matter. It's happened to me. It's happened to me. I used to tell good news to evil ears, and somehow people have always sabotaged. So now I look like nothing. Yeah, people on the outside look at me and think, she just wakes up every day and she baths and she does this and she reads a book and she meditates in the sun for like 10 minutes, but they don't actually know what I'm doing. And it's the results that will speak for me. And it's fine. I like being the underdog. I like being undermined, because people can't even attack what they don't know. They can't attack what they don't know. You can't attack they don't. Yes, my underdog. It's like, you're not a threat, so nobody sees you coming. As opposed to being that guy that's out there. There's so much pressure with being that guy. Top, There's so much pressure with being that shining star at the top, because there's expectations and everyone is always waiting for just
the next move,
just that one slip up. There are people that are literally waiting for you, do me sure, to just fuck up just once so that they can get their glory and be like, okay, so he's one of us.
We knew it.
Yeah, besides vele. You know what I mean?
I always reprimand bad thoughts of mine personally. Like when, especially like I've got a cousin that does music. And like I'm like, dog, how long will piano last? But I was like, that's not the right question to even ask. It's how can we make this last? Rather than
how long is it gonna last?
How long?
How can we ensure
you shine as far as possible and to go as far as possible? Because I'm like, and what I like about my cousin, he's so multifaceted. He can sing, write, produce, all that. So like,
so either way, you'll probably get a Grammy. He's gonna win either way.
Either way. So without piano or not, so like, dude, there's so much negativity.
There is so much negativity with regards to everything. Like, even with people on my journey, uzwe bathi, no guess any atfasa much.
What do you mean?
Like, do you think I asked for this? All the things in the world I could have been. You think I like wearing beads on my feet because I can't walk for some days? Do you think I like waking up at 3:00, clasping my palms, saying libations to people that I can't even see in the physical? Do you think I like going to bed knowing, oh shit, namhlanje ngizobona something shubayo? It's not nice, but I have to embrace it. You know what I mean? Because it's a part of me. I mean, this is something I was born with. This was something that God knew was going to manifest even before I was conceived. You know what I mean? So there's so much negativity with everything. You'll get an art student. Oh my gosh, how many actresses and actors are there in the industry already? People always have something to say. You do good, you do bad. People will always talk. people will
even
always...
when you do nothing.
Even when you do nothing, bakhulumela ukuthi awuyenzi next.
Well, why are you doing
do
nothing?
something and
Like,
you fail, and you do and you fail. Bazonaka ukuthi lo uyafeyila wayangavela hlale phansi, instead of applauding you ukuthi yo, even though there's so much adversity, you know, in this guy's life, but uya forced yo, this person is persistent. Big ups to you. They won't. They'll always find faults in everything. So, hey, man, if he gets a Grammy for being the biggest piano star that's yet to come, hey, man, kudos to him.
He's going to be...
He has to be big.
Not I'm a piano artist.
He's like an artist, an overall artist, Njay.
But, like, what I have an issue with... within the black community, we've got so much of our own problems already. I don't know why we put each other through the most.
Yeah.
Like colorism, xenophobia,
classism, and
tribalism.
Like, why? I'm going to play the devil's advocate with this one, right? I feel we were conditioned to think this way about each other. I mean, from the moment when we started getting colonized and we were told that nothing of ours is godly or majestic. We were conditioned to think that my brother is useless. My brother he should never be better than me. Like, how dare you be better than me when we were, you know, subjected to the same injustices. You know what I mean? So it's part of a conditioning amongst black people, that I think that we have the crabs in a barrel mindset. However, it's not justified, because I have my own struggles. You have your own struggles. And there are days when I wish people knew or could see the nights when I had to cry myself to sleep. Then they would really clap for me when I win, because they would see that, you know what, I deserve this. I struggled for this. I went through the most horrendous processes to have what I have right now, even though it's not much. I really pray that as black people, one day we can unlearn all of these toxic traits, from our cultural practices to our the indoctrination of religion, to norms, even with self, because I feel like it even starts with self. You know, there's a saying that hurt people hurt people. You know what I mean? So if you are content with self and you're fulfilled, then there's no need for you to bring down another, you know? So I really hope and pray that one day we can jump that hurdle and go back to who we are as a nation. Yeah.
We could go the whole day, man. But
we could really take the whole day, hey?
But I feel like it's been real, man.
Yeah, it's been good. Thank you for having me.
Thank you
so much. This was fun. This was thought-provoking.
Yeah. I told you it would be a good one.
Please bring me back for another segment with another person, so that we can, you know, deliberate more on such things next time.
We'll chop it up.
Yeah.
Anyway, from your boy Don. At Don Agista.
Peace.
Well, I check you guys.
It's a wrap.